Coming up on the Sports Desk, goal! It's another jam-packed week on the pitch. I'll get you prep soccer highlights from all over town, plus hundreds of athletes hit the track at Zamperini. I'll tell you why. All of this, the Twitter feed, and plenty more pesto sauces coming at you right now. What's up, Torrance? Welcome to another saucy week here on the Sports Desk. I'm your host, Mr. Boom Sauce. That's not my given name, of course. You know the drill. Hit me up on Twitter. That's at Collin Kushner with pics and video showing your school spirit. I'll give you some TV love right here on the show. Let's start out on the pitch for the second straight week. Tata Boys Soccer is searching for their first win of 2015. The Tartars taking on Morningside, looking to get that first win monkey off their back. Remember, third time's literally the charm for Torrance. What I mean by that is Torrance hasn't lost their third game of the season since December of 2011. Torrance took down the Monarchs in last year's meet and greet 4-0. Everyone getting warmed up early. First half, no score. Alex Kim passes to Juan Tony Gallardo. He takes it in and doink! It's going to be stopped by the Morningside keeper. Nothing there. But plenty of scoring chances for the Tartars in this one. Yep, another save by Morningside. He made that one look easy. But later in the first, still 0-0. Chris Valle, cross, nothing again. And then Torrance's Angelo McKinney, he's going to show off some fancy footwork here. He's going to try and kick that, and then kicks it far south to Mexico. In and out, Berger, and then stopped by the Morningside Tendy. In the final minute of the half, Brian Medeiros to Oscar Salcedo. Then back to Angelo McKinney, and then the big stop by the Morningside Tendy. He was on top of it early. 0-0 at the end of the first, but the soccer gods helped the Tatas knock in 3 in the second half for the shutty. Different year, same exact result in their last two meetings on the pitch. Torrance has outscored Morningside 7-1. Ouchie! Torrance attempting to follow up their first win of the season with their, well, second. 2 in a row, nope. In their last three meetings with the Panthers, Torrance has now lost 2, 1-0, and of course, they're meeting this year a good old draw. Now, in 2007, Party Like a Rockstar was being blasted everywhere. Video, the supermarket, at every kid's bar or bat mitzvah. It was absolutely ridiculous. About 7 months later, Bishop Montgomery beat West on the pitch. That was the last time the Black and Gold took down West. Yeah, it's been a while. The two taking part in the South Bay Westside tournament. West shut out the Knights 2-0 in last year's South Bay Westside tourney match. First half, 0-0. Marcus Huerta with the kick. Tipped by Thomas Van Steur. But a save by the West keeper, still no score a few minutes later. Off the throw-in, Mateo Fabri for Bishop's going to find this. And then he's going to say, I'm going to find the back of the net too. Bishop up 1-0. Later in the first half, though, another scoring chance for the Knights. Well, we're going to get there once the guys stop partying after the goal. Another scoring chance for the Knights. Here we go. Marcus Rod passes up to Thomas Van Steur. Breakaway! Oh, and it gets the weak shot stopped by the fingertips of the West keeper. Still 1-0 Knights. Final minutes of the first half, West still down, scoring chance, and then it's going to be denied by Anthony Visalia. West tacks on one in the second half, though. It's an 1-1 draw. West's hot streak against the Knights finally cools off. Like I said earlier, it's the first time the Black and Gold haven't lost to the Warriors since December of the 2007 season. West back in action against one of my favorite Weezer songs, Beverly Hills. The Warriors still looking for their first dub of the 2015 season. There's Coach Mike Shimizu. And then, of course, some people in the stands, they're drinking a couple sodas. Looks like an A&W root beer. It's my favorite beverage of choice. Let's go to the first half. No score. Cole Logan does some fancy moves. He's going to pass to Trent Glazer. And then to John Marco Fields, who finds Twine. West up 1-0. About 5 to go in the first half, still 1-0 West. Adam Gonzalez, ooh, he goes down hard. Let's take another look. Gonzalez, the ball's going to get popped up, and then He gets the shoulder laid into him. He would be okay, though. And then the suing free kick, yep, that's going north of the border. That's over the net, no good. West hangs on to win 1-0 over Beverly Hills. West downs the Normans for their first win of 2015. Beverly Hills, that's where I want to be, living in Beverly Hills. Now that I got that off my chest, let's head up north. The Saxons flying high after that huge win over the Seahawks. North eyeing 2 in a row, but unfortunately drew a date with the Stangs from Miracosta. North and Costa tied in last year's meeting on the pitch, 1-1. Let's go to the second half. 2-1 Stangs. Kevin Vartan for Miracosta, he had himself a monster night. He's going to take the ball here, pretty much chips it to himself, and then he finds the back of the net. That's 3-1 Costa lead. A few minutes later, the Stangs again, free kick for Tyler Livingston, tipped off the bar, and then Kevin Vartan's like right place, right time. Costa up 4-1. But later in the second, Ruben Hakobayan, he's going to chip this up. Igor Gasaldi is going to header it, and then Tariq Branch, boom sauce! He finds the back of the net, a couple fancy moves, and that's good. North cuts the deficit to just 2. But another scoring opportunity for the Saxon is going to come up right here. It's going to be Igor Gasaldi, the guy who had that header tip. And then to Tariq Branch again. Looks like a similar play, but stopped by the Costa Tendi and then punted out of harm's way. Still 4-2 Stangs. Then George Flores and Branch header, way over the net. Not even close. North falls to Costa, 4-2. So no. Now has 2 wins, 0 losses, and 1 draw in their last 3 meetings with the Sentinels. Same sport, different gender. South Soccer is on fire! Can they make it tic-tac-toe 5 games in a row? I know the saying is normally tic-tac-toe 3 in a row, but 5 seems to work just fine. Or will this cooler weather we have been having here in the South Bay cool off the Spartans? The Green Squad meeting up for a date with Bishop Montgomery. Not the kind where you say, hey, dinner's on me. South has scored 15 goals in their previous 5 meetings, only allowing 5 in that span. And the South girls are breaking it down early. Second half, 3-1 South. Maddie Lopez, free kick, takes a hop, but Jillian Miles with the big save. Still 3-1 here. A few minutes later, Claire Groundwinkle cross to Gabriel Stratton. Big save by Miles again. She was coming up big in the second half for the Knights. And then Rebecca O'Connor for Bishop Montgomery. She's going to get the ball all alone, but Grace Ryan says, right in my midst. South still up by 2. And then we saw this play earlier. Claire Groundwinkle crosses, Gabriel Stratton, goal. South up 4-1, and that is your final. After the loss to the Spartans in the South Bay Westside tourney game, the Knights split their next 2 of a different tournament, the South Holiday Classic, with a win over Notre Dame Academy and a loss to North. South runs into trouble with Gundo, though. Breezes past West Ranch, but falls in the 5th place match to rival Torrance. Out west, the Warriors have been hashtag killing it this year in this year's South Holiday Tournament. The Warriors eked by the Panthers in the quarters and allowed a donut against Redondo in the semis. One more win and we can cue up Freddie Mercury and Queen's 77 song, "We Are the Champions, My Friend." But first, West had to get by Gundo, a team they tied with earlier this month. But Gundo outlasts West 2-1 for all the marbles. And when I say all the marbles, I mean the 2015 South High Holiday Soccer Tournament crown. Kayla Cannon, Sam Lehman, and Devaney Amberg snag all tournament team selections for the Warriors. West falls, but the Saxons are like, hey there. North shuts out Marymount and captures 9th place in the 2015 South High Holiday Tournament. Ding, 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 ding. Wait. Oh, it's the imaginary SportsDesk bell. When I get back from recess, I'll get you caught up with all of your prep and JUCO news from the hardwood. Don't even think about getting off the couch.
Parents sure have their hands full, and they could use an extra hand. Now, every state offers free or low-cost health insurance for your sports hero or budding artist. Kids up to age 19 can get checkups, doctor and dentist visits, hospital care, prescriptions, and more. Your child may qualify based on your family size and income. It's one less thing to worry about. Call or go online for more information.
Welcome back, everybody. Don't forget to check out our Instagram page. That's the SportsDesk TV for cool pictures, video, and a wild, keyword is wild, behind-the-scenes look at the show. North's basketball program has two things I don't have: height and basketball skill. North taking part in the Artesia Classic. They tore through their first 3 games of competition, and then North taking on Claremont in the championship game where they, wait for it, didn't seem to have any trouble. North edges Claremont 85-79 for the Artesia tournament crown. North tears through tourney play with 4 straight wins, averaging over 75 points. Here are some other scores from the hardwood for you. Over in Tataland, Torrance grabs 2 straight wins, downing PV and Gundo. Torrance takes 5th place in the El Segundo tournament. Now, Bishop Montgomery boys basketball just keeps winning. And let me make something clear, that's not a bad thing. Bishop beat the Peninsula Panthers by 29 points last year. Could they up the ante this year? Well, they do. Another game, another win. Bishop crushes Peninsula 77-39. That's another double-digit win over the Panthers, except this time it's 38 points. The Bishop Montgomery boys didn't have any problems taming the Panthers, and the Bishop Montgomery girls, well, they didn't have a problem last year. Once again, the girls squad gets the best of Peninsula. Your final 52-47. At least this one was just a bit closer than the boys game. It's Bishop's 4th straight win over Peninsula, dating back to the 2011-2012 season. Now, here are some more Sussex scores for you. The Saxon girls take down Miracosta for 3rd place in the Ocean View Hawk Holiday Classic. And over in Tartarville, Torrance downs Gar for 3rd place in the Norwalk Glen tournament. Hold up, Jordan Sakasagawa grabs all tournament team honors in the process. Can you guess what time it is? Didn't think so. It's JUCO time. The El Camino women's basketball squad has been #killing it. And you all know by now that when I say #killing it, it's the best way to describe a team or an individual's success. The women of Camino Land currently riding a 3-game winning streak, averaging 71 points. It's the 11th annual Irvine Valley College Classic in my hometown of good old Irvine, California. Well, Elko's winning ways come to a close in round 1 of the IVC tournament, but hold your horses. The Lady Warriors grab 2 big wins over Chaffee and then Grossmont College in the consolation final. Michelle Straczynski snags all tournament team honors at the IVC Classic. Now, the men over at Camino Land are almost at the halfway point of their season, and it hasn't been a good almost first half. Since that opening ECC Tournament of Champions win over Santa Ana back on November 19th, they haven't won. Elko drops their final 2 games of 2015 to Southwestern and Grossmont. Their 35-point performance in the loss to Grossmont College is their lowest scoring output of the season by 17 points. That's not good. The men don't resume play until the new year. Plenty of time for them to figure it out, but Isaiah Armstead, the only Elko player to hit double figures in that game, yeah. Hey yo, it's time for another break. When we come back, hundreds of athletes of all different ages hit the track at Zamperini. I'll tell you why. Plus, I'll get you your prep football awards. Get your popcorn ready.
Hey, Daniel. The gentleman over there, he paid for your meal.
The power of one small action, one conversation, or one phone call can make a difference in the life of a veteran going through a difficult time. For free 24/7 confidential support, call the Veterans Crisis Line or the Military Crisis Line.
Hi, I'm Mayor Patrick Fury, and on behalf of the City of Torrance and the City Council members, I'd like to wish you and your family a happy holiday season. As I reflect on what a great year this has been for our city, I'm thankful that our economy is recovering, our business community is booming, and our residents are safer than ever. In light of all that's been going on around the world in Paris and San Bernardino, I encourage you to give your loved ones an extra hug and an extra kiss tonight. Let's spread the gifts of kindness, love, and generosity, and remember what's important this holiday season. A special thank you to our men and women in the military, both here and abroad, our first responders who dedicate their lives daily to keep us safe so that we can sleep soundly at night, and all of our city employees that make living in Torrance a great community. Here's to a memorable and wonderful holiday season and hope for the new year.
Welcome back, everybody. Twitter me this, Twitter me that. If you hit me up on Twitter with pics and video showing your school spirit, well, you know what I'm going to say next. The 2015 football season was so wild. Here are your 2015 Pioneer League Football Awards. Mike Juarez is your Pioneer League MVP. There's a shocker, right? The all-purpose stud finished up his final year at North with 60 touchdowns and a trip to the CIF Western Division quarters. Your Defensive Player of the Year is North linebacker Kevin Aliafua, who helped North shut out their opponents in 5 of their 9 wins. Plus, how can we ever forget the 18 total Torrance area athletes making up your first and second team offense. On the defensive side of the ball, 19 Torrance area athletes combined for your first and second team defense. Way to represent a boom sauce. Queued up for me, guys. All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind. I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. I've missed giving you viewers your weekly dose of DJ Collin. For those of you that don't get why I do that, it's my intro song for all things related to night football. Bishop Montgomery had one of their best seasons in program history. While the Knights didn't break that 32-year-old streak of not winning in the playoffs, record-wise, they did have a pretty boom sauce year on the gridiron. Quarterback Brendan Marafino is your South Catholic League Offensive Player of the Year. The senior tossed over 2,000 yards in 25 touchdowns. And on the other side of the ball, junior Bryce Matthews is your South Catholic Defensive Player of the Year. Matthews finished the 2015 campaign with 11 sacks, second in school history. But we can't forget about the rest of the Knights. 10 of them round out your first and second team honors. Staying on the topic of Bishop Montgomery football, former Knight and NFL player Terrance Pennington has authored a new book called Terrance Pennington's Play-by-Play. The purpose of his new book is to help others become healthier and lose weight. After starring for the Knights, Pennington took his talents to the University of New Mexico and then to the NFL, where he played for the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. If you would like more information on Terrance's new book, you can go to enjoythejourney.com. Well, here's a perfect segue from Terrance Pennington's new book. Torrance High recently held their 4th annual December all-comers track and field meet. Over 350 competitors ranging in age from 8 years to 70 came out to start the offseason for the track and field season. The meet also included a good mixture of athletes from the South Bay and beyond. Now, if you missed out, no worries. Torrance High will hold another all-comers meet on January 30th at Zamperini Stadium at 9 a.m. Check out THSTF SportsDesk.com for more information. It's the moment you all have been waiting for, the Twitter feed. Remember, if you hit me up with pics and video showing your school spirit, I'll get you right here on the show. Mike Juarez's journey to figure out where he will play Division I football just keeps getting crazier. Take a look at some of these pictures that he posted to Twitter. There's Mike with Oklahoma Coach Stoops. They're hanging out. Looks like he had dinner over there. And then Coach Helton came to the Juarez home. Fight on, Clay. And then Mike geared up in his Washington Husky gear as well. Mike Juarez, it's going to be interesting to see where he ends up. All right, everybody, that's going to close the books on another week here on the Sports Desk. As always, we are available on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you just feel like saying yo, you can do that as well. Take it easy, Torrance. We'll catch you next time.